In a peaceful little village, there lived an old woman known for her calm and cheerful nature. She had a soft smile that never seemed to fade, as if they had never seen sorrow. People in the village often came to her for advice or to sit with her when they felt sad. Her presence was comforting to everyone, even without saying anything. She made people feel better. It was as if she carried some secret about how to live happily in life. One day, a young man came to visit her. He had experienced many hardships in his life and had often noticed how she remained at peace even when others struggled. He said gently, "You are always smiling, always calm. Don't you ever feel sad? Don't things ever go wrong in your life?" The old woman looked at him for a moment. Then she smiled and said, "My life has been full of pain, more than most people can imagine. But that pain also taught me something valuable." The young man sat beside her, listening closely as she began to share her story. "When I was young," she began, "I was married and living happily with my husband. He loved me deeply. After some time, our son was born. We did not have much money, but our little home was full of love and laughter." Then she paused and became serious. "But then one day, everything changed. My husband suddenly fell ill. We did not have the money for his expensive treatment. We tried everything we could. We sold everything we had. But still, he passed away quietly one night." The young man's face softened with sympathy. "Even before I could fully recover from that loss," she continued, "fate struck me again. My only son, he was coming back from school one day when a speeding car hit him. He died on the spot. I waited for him at home, not knowing that he would never come back again." She took a deep breath. "With both my husband and son gone, I had no one left. My parents had passed away long ago. I was left completely alone in this world. Even my relatives distanced themselves from me." The young man did not know what to say. "There was a time," she said quietly, "when I thought, what's the point of living now? What I am living for? I even thought about ending my life. Then one evening, I walked to the riverbank, planning to end my life. I stood at the edge, thinking, if I disappear now, no one will notice. No one will miss me." The young man was stunned. But then, something stopped me. Maybe it was the sound of the wind or the calming flow of the river. Maybe it was the thought that this is not how my life should end. Or maybe, deep inside, I still believe that there was something left to learn from life. She leaned back and continued. "So, I gave life one more chance. I decided to live, not just to breathe, but to truly live. I stopped asking why things happened the way they did. I began to live in the present. I noticed the sunrise, the flowers, the laughter of children passing by. And slowly, my grief began to feel lighter. I started living life one day at a time. I kept myself busy by sewing clothes. People liked my work and slowly started coming to me to stitch their clothes. Slowly, I began to forget the weight of my past and learn to live in the present moment. I realized that happiness is something that comes from within. You don't need perfect situations to feel joy. You can be happy in any situation if you choose to be." The young man asked softly, "And now, are you truly happy?" She replied with peace in her voice, "Yes, I am. Because I no longer depend on the world to make me happy. I have made peace with my past, and every day I choose to find something good, no matter how small. A bird singing, a stranger smiling, a warm cup of tea. There is always something to be grateful for if you are willing to see it. And when dark days come, she added, I remind myself, this too shall pass. Pain does not stay forever, and joy always finds its way back. The young man stood up. He was deeply moved. Thanks, he said softly. You have changed the way I see life. From that day, he began to live differently. He started finding joy in the little things, stayed strong through difficult times, and remembered that even in deep sorrow, peace was still possible. Soon, the old woman's story began to spread throughout the village. More and more people started to understand that happiness is not about having a perfect life, but about finding beauty in the imperfections. She had no family left, no riches, no grand legacy, and yet she had given the village something far greater: the wisdom to find peace in the present and the strength to carry joy through even the darkest times. The story teaches us a simple but powerful truth. Happiness is a choice. We don't always have control over what happens in life. People we love may leave us. Things may not go as we planned. Life can break our hearts in ways we never imagined. But even when everything around us feels dark, we still have one power that no one can take away from us: the power to choose how we respond. The old woman lost everything: her husband, her only son, her family. She was left alone in the world with nothing but her pain. And still, she chose to live. She chose to find small reasons to smile. Not because life was perfect, but because she understood that waiting for perfect moments would only bring more sadness. She stopped depending on others or on situations to make her happy. Instead, she found peace in the present moment, in nature, in simple work, in kindness, and in herself. And that's the message we must carry with us. We cannot always control what life brings, but we can always choose how we see it. We can choose to be bitter, or we can choose to be better. We can hold on to pain, or we can let light in. Happiness does not come from the outside. It comes from within. And it starts the moment we decide to look for the good, even when life feels unfair. So friends, this story reminds us that we should try to live happily, no matter what situation we go through. Life may not always be easy, but choosing happiness is always in our hands. I hope you liked this story. If you did, please give it a like and share with others. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do it now. I will see you in the next video with another meaningful story. Till then, stay blessed and take care.